This is how I met my brother. Welcome back to How I Met My Brother podcast. My name is Jacob Cody, and this is my co-host, Jeff, the Warlock Warchalik. How you doing, Jeff?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Another gloomy day here in Connecticut. I feel like every time we pod, it rains.
Yeah.
Almost got into another accident on the highway.
Oh, jeez.
Passed two of them. I passed two accidents.
I'm glad you came. I'm glad you got here safe, buddy.
Barely. So do you like my shirt?
Home slice. Take it east.
Easy.
I know. Well, yeah. I wish it said east.
Home slice. So
like take it east.
It's a cool pizza dude with sunglasses.
I'm about the pizza guy. I like the shirt.
A piece. Home slice. Take it easy. Fresh and steezy.
Fresh and steezy.
So I wore this when I had dinner with my parents the other day. You know what bothers me?
What?
When I have to explain something that I think is funny to other people that don't think it's funny.
Which is a common occurrence, if any of you guys were wondering.
That's facts. Well, I thought it was a cool shirt. I got it at the Old Navy for $4.99.
The Old Navy.
So I figured, $5. I think it's worth a flyer on. Maybe look at a chuckle or two.
Yeah.
And so I was at dinner with Norm, my parents, Jess, all that. My dad, from across the table, he looks at me, gives me a squint, trying to read my shirt, and he's like, "Home slice, take it easy, fresh," and I was like, "Steezy," and he was like, "Huh, yeah, I guess that's, what does that mean?" And I was like, "It's just a funny T-shirt, like it's just a piece of pizza wearing sunglasses and." It's funny.
He was doing the classic.
And he was like, "Huh, yeah, I guess that's funny or whatever." So, I guess I'll just get rid of it. I'll throw it away.
No, listen. Don't go off of Jeff Senior here.
Maybe his comedy just isn't young enough to get it.
I'm glad that he did the classic dad, like
The squint.
the lean in and squint, like steezy, hey. No, I like that shirt. That's a nice shirt.
Thank you, Old Navy.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's a move.
You want to hear something funny about T-shirts?
I guess.
Yeah, this reminded me, and it's a great little segue into something that I thought was hilarious. So, if you can hear that in the background, it's my crazy upstairs neighbor. They're probably hearing me saying this right now, but they have kids and they like to run track, I guess. So
I thought it was your 70-pound pet rat in the ceiling.
My boy Mick Mouse up there, just chilling, waiting for his feeding time. Anyways, so I play this. So actually, this came out as an accidental prank.
Mm-hmm.
So in my job, I have to train new sales reps. I'm a sales manager.
Yep.
And part of my job is when we hire new sales reps, I have to train them on the process, on what to do, and then, that kind of stuff. So they're all remote, so it's all over Zoom. So last week, I was starting their training, and it was pretty early for myself, at least. It was probably like 8:30, and I log on to Zoom, but I just hopped out of bed. So I hopped out of bed and I threw a sweatshirt on.
Typical. Yep.
TB12 sweatshirt, actually.
Nice.
Classic.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he bought. Oh no, this is the one I bought. Sorry, the other one.
Never mind.
But it's thank you. But I throw the sweatshirt on. I go on the Zoom, whatever. We train for about 30, 45 minutes, and then we take a break, like a 10-minute break. So I make coffee, and then I'm starting to get hot because I just have a sweatshirt on. So then I throw a T-shirt on. So I log back on, do some training.
Is it a video call or just audio?
It's video.
Okay.
It's video and audio.
All right.
And so then I put my T-shirt on, and then we train, blah, blah, and then we take another break, and then in our break, I take a shower because I didn't take a shower yet.
How long is
Woke
the
up a little
break?
late.
I thought it was 10 minutes.
Yeah, I could take a shower in 10 minutes.
All right, wow.
So thank you. So I take a shower, and then I go back on, but I have another T-shirt on because the T-shirt that I wore was sweaty because I didn't take a shower yet.
So you changed your shirt 3 different times.
So I changed my shirt 3 separate times within an hour time frame, and I could tell they were like looking at me like, what is it? And then I realized it and I was like, oh, that's actually like really funny. So then I started doing it every time we took a break. I would just go switch my shirt. And I thought it was hilarious.
I think that's funny.
And so then so that was my like prank on them, was like every time, because they don't know me. I'm just their boss now. So like they're not going to say anything. So just like the look on their face, and maybe they don't even notice, I don't know, but I think it's hilarious. So then I'm thinking like, this is so funny. So I tell my coworker Jack, who is in the office, he's not remote.
Jack's a good guy. I like Jack.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We call him Happy Jack. He's a great guy.
I could see that.
Happy Jack. Shout out to Happy Jack if he's listening to this. But anyway, I'm talking to my friend Jack, and he's like, dude, that is so funny.
That is funny.
And I was like, dude, we should do this in real life. So, and he was like, at first I was like, he's gonna think this is weird, like,
no. And
then he was like, no, he was like, no, let's do it tomorrow. So, this other guy in our office, Neil, also a great guy, shout out Neil. We were like, we're gonna get him. So Jack and I both.
Much better, thank you. The grammar Nazi.
Jack and I both brought 8 different T-shirts to work in a backpack. This is how committed we were.
This is good.
And every time, so Neil's office is like next to ours, and like he closes his door when he takes meetings. So he's in his. So every time he left and came back, we would switch our shirt. So the funniest thing is, dude did not notice, right? So we're like, I'm on shirt like 6.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, and like within like, there was sometimes where it was like 10 minutes. So it's not like he like saw me and then like 2 hours went by and then he saw us again. Like this is like 10, 15 minutes.
Were they all like black and blue, or were they like
No,
black,
like I went from
red?
like black to red to
really
bright green to blue. Like
That's
it was
funny.
all over.
Yeah.
And so he didn't notice. And then the funniest thing is, so later in the day, I'm like really trying to get him to notice.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes out of his office. His office gets really hot during the day. So he comes out of his office and he sits with us and he's doing emails and whatever. He doesn't have any calls. And my desk now has like, what's it called? Like a wall. I forgot what they're called. Yeah.
Like a divider?
Yeah, divider. And so he can't see me, but he can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was outside of the divider talking to him. And then I went behind the divider. And as I was talking to him, I switched shirts. So as I'm talking, I'm switching shirts. And then I pop back up and I have a different shirt on. And he doesn't notice.
Are you kidding? Does he not notice, or does he not say anything?
No, so then later goes on, and I go down, and his fiance works there.
Yep.
She's in marketing. She's downstairs. So I go down there, and I tell them the whole thing. And they're like, okay, we definitely noticed, like, when you came down here earlier, you had a different shirt on. And then they all, like, died laughing. It was funny. And her name's Bergen, and she was like, dude, he is so clueless. And so that we just think it's so fun. And then, so that at the end of the day, we're like, Neil, we have to tell you something. And we like kind of drew it out. We're like, dude, we got you.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? And I was like, dude, we switched shirts like every 25 minutes to see if you'd notice, and you didn't. And then he just starts dying laughing. He's like, dude, I had no idea. I was like, it was so funny.
Dude is clueless. That is really funny. That's something I would do.
It was a good prank. I was proud of myself for that one, and it was just a mistake by accident, you know. Good things come out of mistakes sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's really funny. Did you have something happen to you last week? A spat with Town Fair Tire? Or are we not talking about that?
Dude, man, I feel like I'm going to dominate this episode already.
That's fine.
All right.
You always do. You're the better.
No,
the better of
don't
the two
say
of
that.
us, so that's fine.
Don't say that. You're the warlock here.
It's true.
Yeah. So let me tell you guys something. First of all, if you're listening to this, never step foot into a Town Fair Tire. I told them that I wouldn't trash them. This was part of the deal. But screw them. I hate them. Don't ever go there. So in December, I get my tires replaced because they were a little bit older and I wanted like all season tires, so like winter and summer. Mm-hmm. And so they had a good deal, and I was like, you know what? I'll go to Town Fair Tire. It's easy. I can just go in there, sit in the waiting room, work, whatever. So I get new tires. Dude, not even after a week of having them, my sensor goes off, and it says my rear right is flat. So I bring it in right away, and I'm like, this is flat, you need to fix it. They're like, oh, nothing's wrong with the tire. Like, they checked it or whatever. Nothing's wrong with the tire. It's probably just because it's cold out. It lost air. And I was like, oh, okay. Fine. They reset the sensor. It's good. A week later, same thing. This happened 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times where they said nothing was wrong. So then, after the 4th time, I was like, this is a waste of my time. I'm not coming back here. I'm just going to keep resetting the sensor until I get sick of it. And then I go to get my car. There's somebody hit my car with like a shopping cart or something and it scratched it. So I go get it quoted at like this body shop to get the paint touched up. And the guy's like, dude, your rear right tire looks really flat. And I was like, dude, what?
Town fair tire.
So then I bring it in and they're like, oh, actually there's a nail in it. So then I'm like, dude, and not only that, and I don't know why I didn't fight this, but they charged me like $20 to fix it. When I had like the roadside coverage or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, yeah, you have their coverage, but it's like $10 for this little. And I'm like, whatever, just get me out of here. So I paid that, whatever. Life goes on. A week later, what happens? The freaking sensor turns back on. So I'm like, dude, what? So then after that, I've been there 6 times. This will be my 6th time going there.
Yep.
I go there. They say nothing's wrong. Actually, my dad brought it for me because I had to actually go in the office that day, and my dad brought it in for me. And they told him that nothing was wrong, and he's like, "Well, my son's been here for six times. Like, you got to fix it. Like make sure this is the last time." And the guy was like, "No, don't worry, sir. Like if it does happen again, like we'll take care of it.
Yeah,
like, we got you. Like we'll put a new tire on." So then it goes off again after he does that. And so I'm, like, furious. Like, so mad that I have to, like... Because, like, I can work from there. So it's not like I'm losing time of work. But, like, it's annoying when I like my dual screens.
Yeah.
I like having a desk to sit at, not just sitting on a chair. Like...
Well, regardless, it's inconvenient.
Yeah, and it's like a 15-minute drive, which is not bad. But, like, it's in the middle, it's just
gas is $5 a gallon.
That's true.
Actually, more than that for
it really for me
for you and I.
For you too.
Premium gas,
Alpha boys.
$5.65. Yep.
Yeah, but it was. So I was ticked off. So I made sure I scheduled an appointment. The guy was like, yeah, just make sure you see so and so at the desk, and he'll take care of you. He has your file and everything. Everything's all set. So I wasn't as annoyed because I was like, oh, they're gonna put a new tire on and that will fix it. So I'm up there, I'm waiting forever. This guy's like going through every step, clicking it in. And then he's like, all right, well, it should be all set. And I'm like, all right, cool. As I'm like starting to turn around. And the guy's like, yep, so that'll be like $285. And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, the new tire and the installment. And I was like, no. I was like, listen, man, like, you tried to... Well, first of all, they tried to convince me to fix it. And I was like, no, I need the new tire. So that's why they said they're going to charge me. And they're like, well, we can't, like, give you a free tire. And I was like, well, you can. Because, like, this is ridiculous. So then, I'm sitting at the desk, and you can tell, I don't really get mad, like, too often about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, when it happens, like, consistently, like, you could tell in my face that I was just angry. So I'm leaning against the counter, and I'm, like, explaining, like, no, you need to do this. And the guy's, like, he doesn't really have the say. So he's like, well, I got to ask if we can do this for free.
Yeah, he just works at the desk or whatever.
Yeah. So then he goes to ask this guy, and now keep this in mind. I can hear the guy then talk. I can hear it.
The front desk guy going to his manager or whatever talking.
And I can hear their conversation.
Okay.
Because they're not whispering, and they're not that far from me.
Yeah.
So then the guy's like, he has a stick in his butt or something like that. You can tell that he's already ticked off about something that happened to him. And he's back there and he's talking. He's like, why are we replacing this tire? Why can't we just patch it? And the guy was like, oh, well, he said he's been here, and it hasn't been fixed, so that's why. And this guy straight up is like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And then he's like talking trash right in front of me. And I'm at the point where I was like, I don't care. So I like, there's like a plexiglass or whatever.
Yep.
So, because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And so I like go under it, like put my head under it, and I'm like, no lie, I put my head under it, and I'm like, yeah, I've been here 6 times. You haven't fixed it, so like, and I called him right out. And I was like, you guys are incompetent, so that's why you have to replace it. I said that.
Yeah.
I was furious. And this guy didn't even look at me. He just kept typing, didn't even respond, and I was like, that made me even more mad, bro.
Yeah, because he couldn't man up to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. So then, and like, there's people in line, and they're all like,
is something?
yeah, like they're like, this guy's about to like fight or something like that. Because I stuck my head under there and yelled.
There's nothing more than I love than witnessing these moments as a bystander. It just makes my day every single time.
Dude, it was kind of cool being the right in there, you know, as the person instead of the bystander. But yeah, so to speed things up a little bit, so I don't want to take too long, but anyway, so he says that, whatever. Then the guy's like trying to talk me into paying. So he's like, well,
the
actually,
front desk clerk or the manager?
No, the front desk clerk.
Okay.
The manager won't talk to me. He's too scared.
Yeah, he's too,
Yeah, he's non-confrontational, I guess. But this guy's like, okay, well, we won't charge you for the tire. And I'm like, all right, good. And then he's like, but it's gonna be $140 for the labor. And I was like, bro, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I've been here 6 times, and you said you were gonna. And he's like, oh, well, who said that? And I was like, the call center told me to go see you, who you were gonna replace my tire.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And then like a couple minutes later, after he's typing stuff, he's like, okay, so it's gonna be like $85.30. And I'm like, bro,
you're not understanding.
For the last time. And then he does it again. So then he says it's 40. And I literally said this. I was like, listen, man, if you want to lose a customer for life and bad reviews on everything that I can get my hands on, for $40, go ahead. I was like, go ahead, charge me. And you could tell he was like, do I?
What do I do?
Yeah, and then this other manager walks up and he's like, just leave it open. We'll take care. Like, we'll see what happens, whatever. And I was like, just okay. So then I'm like furious because I'm like, I've been standing in line talking to this guy about fixing it for probably 30 minutes. That's how long this is taking.
It's ridiculous.
And I have like meetings to get into and like stuff to do. So I'm like mad. So then, and there's a line. So then I give him my keys, and I like, instead of going into the waiting room, I walk outside to the outside bench. And no joke, you can see it, it's all glass. No joke. I walk over to the bench, I take my laptop out of my bag, and I just go, and I throw it on the ground as hard as I can. I do like a little
psycho.
Dude, I do like a temper tantrum, like a little kid.
Outside Town Fair Tire.
Right outside, just whipped my bag down, bro. I sat on the bench. I opened my laptop. I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I like punched the bench in the side, and I was like, this is so dumb. And then I can tell in my peripheral, like, they're all watching me. Because they were like watching me, because I like stormed out of there.
Yeah.
Like I like gave them my keys, and I didn't like run, but I was just like, you could tell that I was like steaming.
Wow.
So, but then, long story short, after that all happened, blah blah blah, they get it to go. I get a text that says like, "Oh, you're all set." So I go back inside, and he's like, "All right, so and he's like trying to like find a way to tell me that I have to pay $40, and then his like manager comes up to me and he's like, "We're just gonna take care of this one, like no charge, don't worry about it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Listen, guys, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying like I don't ever want to come back here again, like and they were like, no, we understand, like, and I was like, all right, cool. So it kind of ended on a good turn. Well, not with the other guy. That guy, he wouldn't even look at me. Yeah, this other like manager guy was the one that was like, it's all right, just whatever. They kind of just like cut their losses, not really their losses, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so then I'm leaving, and then it's funny. This guy is standing in line, and he like follows me out, and he's like, dude, what you did in there was crazy. And I was like, oh yeah. I told him, I was like, yeah, I've been here. Like, he's like, they never do that. He's like, thank you. And like I like inspired this guy to like fight for like this dude probably that's the first time there and like just wants free. He's gonna be like, give me free tires.
After you were The guys in Town Fair Tire. Yeah, I don't want to pay today. I saw what you did to that other guy. Yeah, I'm not paying.
Dude, he literally looked at me. He's like, "Thank you," and like you said, like he's gonna go back in and get free tires.
You're like a social servant or something.
Dude, I'm a hero, bro.
You're a hero.
I'm just a hero.
You're literally a hero.
Just a straight up hero.
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
First of all, what I would give to have been driving by Town Fair Tire the moment that you went outside, threw your laptop on the bench, and then punched the bench, I think I would have given everything.
There were some people driving by, bro. It was...
Can you imagine?
It was a sight.
Wow, that guy is having a bad day.
It was a sight to see, man.
Dude,
I haven't been that angry in probably 3 years.
You called me after, and I could tell. I was like, wow, this dude is not well right now.
Dude, my dad was even like, I called my dad too, and he's like, I know it's really frustrating. He's like talking me down. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Dude, what a guy, Jimmy. Love that dude. Always has a positive spin.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's I'm sorry about that. So that manager's dead to both you and
I wrote his name in my phone.
Do you have like a Dave Portnoy list? Like a hit list?
It's just him.
All the people you hate?
It's just him. Look, you could just Josh at Town Fair Tire. if you could see that.
Josh.
There's no context. It just says Josh at Town Fair Tire because I was so mad at him. I was going to report him.
That's funny. I have a list like that, but it's about 20 times longer. The only person I can think of being on there is, Jim Rome, the sportscaster. That's the only person I can think of right now, but he's definitely on that list.
Colin Cowherd would be on mine,
dude,
for sure.
I don't know. I like Colin Cowherd.
I hate him.
I mean, I don't. He's a typical journalist. He does everything he can to get clicks and retweets and all that.
Yeah, whatever.
But wow, Josh at Town Fair Tire, I'm gonna add him.
Yeah.
Imagine if he listens to this.
Josh at Town Fair Tire, if you're watching this,
you.
Yeah, what he said.
Dude, oh man, that's brutal.
What a clown, bro.
I'm sorry.
What a clown.
Who is Josh? Josh is the manager?
He's the guy that was talking trash behind my back.
Dude,
Oh, and then after he didn't respond and I called him out, somebody from the tire shop came out to ask what was going on, and he was like, "Come here," and he took him behind these tires and whispered. I was like, "Yeah. Well, now I know you're talking trash about me behind my back, but at least you have the courtesy to do it behind my back now."
So, Josh is the manager that wouldn't talk to you?
Yeah. And I don't know who the other manager was. I don't remember.
About how old is he? What's his age range?
Oh, man, I'd probably say, early 40s, late 30s.
I'm going to take a flyer out on this, and I'm going to say that somebody that listens to this knows Josh.
Probably.
Because
I hope so.
We have a decent number of people in this area that happen to listen, and I'm sure there's somebody.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys know Josh at Town Fair Tire,
link us up. Let's do let's have him as a guest.
Actually, send me his number. I'd like to. Maybe we'll do How I Met My Brother fight night.
Yeah, there we go. Like Rough and Rowdy, how Barstool used to do.
Yeah.
We'll do a YouTube live or something.
Bare knuckle fighting with Josh at Town Fair Tire.
Do it outside in the corner.
We'll make a ring of tires. I'd be like, does this look flat to you?
Oh my god. This is getting out of hand.
Oh man.
That is I'm sorry you went through that, but you didn't pay anything, so.
Yeah.
But you didn't sign I'm sure you didn't sign an NDA or anything saying you wouldn't.
No.
So we're good.
No, I didn't sign anything.
It's just a verbal agreement.
I just said
trash them, and now you are.
So I told them that if they made me pay the $40, that I was gonna trash their reviews, never come back, tell all my friends to never come here.
Yeah.
But I actually never said if they didn't charge me that I wouldn't do that as well. So
there we go. All right, don't go to Town Fair Tire.
Yeah, I was a local hero.
Honestly though, we've had issues with them too. So not to make this a Town Fair Tire trash fest, but
yeah.
I've not great over there at Town Fair Tire. Firestone in Norwich is pretty good though.
I might have to try that out.
That's not bad. Pretty
Maybe
reasonable for my tires.
Maybe I'll do that next. But yeah, it was a local hero. But if we're talking about local heroes,
yes.
as soon as I said that, I have to mention, I may be the local hero near Town Fair Tire, but Jeff in the town of Putnam, especially during the fireworks range, was a local hero. Tell us about your local hero experience, Jeff.
I mean, I did what anyone would do, I would say.
Yeah?
Well, we were at the fireworks a couple weeks ago, whatever it was.
Above and beyond.
Yep, I did go above and beyond my line of duty. We were watching the fireworks on the bridge over the river in Putnam there. And I guess there was some sort of emergency, right? Because that's how it went, right? The cop came through and then the ambulance went through. How'd it go?
Yeah, so we were on the bridge that was already blocked off. Like, you couldn't drive through it.
Yep.
It was just for people viewing.
The fireworks had just ended, though.
Yeah,
right?
probably like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like 10, 15 minutes after it ended. And there was like, the first thing that came through was like was it an EMT? Yeah.
Yeah, an ambulance, yep.
Yeah, so an ambulance came through, and then I think the cop had to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the police officer, he needed a little assistance moving the traffic cones and whatnot, so obviously I obliged to that. He said, "Excuse me, sir, could you please move that cone?"
Yeah, and when I tell you, there was zero hesitation. Like, as soon as you said, "Excuse me, sir," Jeff was like, he was right on it. He was like, of course, Chief.
You know,
Sergeant.
I have a hero fantasy.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't really one of them before this, but
no, but it wasn't a fantasy.
It's
real
reality.
life.
I am a hero.
He's in the paper.
But I don't think that was the most heroic thing I did. I actually parted the waters for the ambulance. How did that go?
Can't forget. Yeah. So Jeff, after he puts the cone back, the police officer's like, "Thank you," and he's like, "You're welcome." Like,
you got it, boss.
Yeah, you got it.
Anything for Uncle Sam.
Good old Uncle Sam, baby. But after that happened, someone had to drive the other way again, and
it got a little congested, right, with people walking.
And this time the guy didn't even ask Jeff. Jeff just saw that he was going that way, and he's like, "Do you need this?" So Jeff moved it, again, that's his above and beyond. And then the police officer is like trying to yell people to get to the side because everybody's still standing talking about the fireworks. And Jeff's like, "Get on the side! Get on the side!"
Hey everybody, move it over that way. We got an emergency vehicle coming through.
Oh, it was didn't even need a megaphone. You could hear him.
I projected there, and I'm a pretty quiet guy, but I projected my voice to get the point across.
And let me tell you, lives were saved because of that.
That was actually really funny.
Not one single person was run over due to this man right here that sits to the left.
I must have looked like such a clown. Because I was trying to play the hero card because the police officer started to walk on the bridge, so I was 20 feet behind him. I started walking right behind him.
Yeah. And
mimicking everything he was doing as a civilian. And I must have looked like such a teacher's pet idiot. But.
Dude, I'll tell you, he didn't have to call backup, though.
No, he didn't. I was his backup.
Yeah. You could have made a citizen's arrest. I don't think he would have even cared.
I think I could have made a real arrest, and he would have backed me.
Dang.
He would have given me his cuffs to throw.
That would be... That's one of my fantasies, actually. I've always wanted to
somebody?
I've always wanted to arrest somebody, but not be a police officer. I've always one of my hero fantasies is to be in a situation where we're in a crowd and this guy's just going berserk, like hitting people.
Yeah.
And I jump in and dive and tackle him to the ground, and maybe I have to throw one punch, but just because I have to, because I'm kind of a pacifist. Not really, but this isn't my fantasy. But I have to throw one just to protect this one kid who's about to get hit. Mm-hmm. And then I turn him over and I'm I get his hands behind his back. And then a police officer is can't get there because of the crowd, so he just throws his cuffs. OBJ,
snatch them out of the air.
Just snag him right out of the air. slap it on there, and I'm like, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say may be used in a court of law.
Or something.
I don't know, dude. I've actually been read my rights before, but that's another story.
That was another doozy.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah, I literally probably every day I go through a hero fantasy in my head. I'm not kidding. Like, it doesn't matter where we are. Church, dinner, train, bus, the mall, anywhere, gas station. I'm thinking like, okay, what am I doing if this place gets shot up right now? What am I going to do? What's my next move? Who am I going to delegate to do this or that? I am definitely the leader. What am I going to do?
I feel the same way, and I would think some people I've told that to, and they're like, dude, you're a psycho. And I'm
really?
Like, they'll be like, why do you like think about that? Like, that's like kind of crazy. And I'm like, well, you know what? You're not going to be prepared.
Exactly.
And I'm going to have a plan. Everybody's going to be like, dude, how did this guy act so fast? I'm going to be on the local news channel. They're going to be like, sir, how did you act so fast? I'm going to be like, I was ready.
I was ready, yes, exactly. Ready. Speaking of which, did you hear about what happened in Indiana?
No.
Well, there was a shooting, which is obviously terrible, in a mall, so that's awful. But
man,
there was a hero there, a civilian hero. He had his concealed carry license or whatever. Unfortunately, 2 people were killed by the shooter, but then the civilian with the carrying permit shot and killed the shooter before he did any other damage. So, man. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day we'll have that chance.
That man he's a legit hero.
I mean, obviously you don't actually want to have that chance because you don't want a shooting or something terrible to happen, but I don't know, I think about it every day.
No, for sure. And I mean, yeah, that's, to be able to be there to stop that, like,
it's got to be unbelievable.
He must have been prepared.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
He was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was carrying, so he definitely was.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, he must have had a plan, like, thought out. Like, if something happens. Yeah.
I often think about, like, I told you we were in church this weekend, and every time I'm at church, I think about 2 different scenarios. One, the shooting, but second, if someone goes into, like, cardiac arrest right then and there, what am I doing? What's my next step?
That scares the crap out of me because I have no idea. I would just start like, stay with me.
You're not too far off, I guess.
I should probably learn CPR as well. That's one thing that I need to.
No, that one would be good for me because I actually know how to do that. I think about that literally all the time. Like you tell someone, okay, Mrs. Smith, call 911 right now. Pastor John, go grab the AED. I'm going to start compressions.
What if these people are not there? Do you have
if it's just me?
No, like what if it's Pastor?
Oh.
All I can think of is John right now, which is what you said.
Pastor Bradley.
Yeah. What if Pastor Bradley's there?
Pastor Jerome or something.
Yeah, and then what if only Mr. Smith is there?
Well, Mr. Smith.
Are they interchangeable?
Clearly, no. Mr. Smith isn't as competent as Mrs. Smith, obviously.
Yeah, I can see that.
But we could probably work with him if I spoke very slowly. Maybe dialed 911 for him. He might get it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh. I think about that one all the time, though. Obviously, you don't want it to happen, but I'm ready for it if it does.
Oh, we're ready.
Speaking of which, I actually have a funny... So, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm a volunteer EMT, so that's why it would be good for me. I have a pretty funny story about one of the calls we went on the other day. Oh, man. Obviously, in that line of work or volunteering or whatever, you see a lot of crazy stuff. Always at, all the emergencies right away and everything. So, in that aspect, I think it's really cool because I get to go where other people can't, and you can see everything. You know what's going on in your community. I get pages on my phone with all the incidents in the area, stuff like that.
Yeah, remember that one time you had one? It was my next door neighbor.
True. Yeah, I wouldn't tell you about that because that would be a HIPAA violation, I think, or something.
Oh no, that didn't actually happen.
But if it did, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, I was just giving an example that he could do that, and it would be wrong of him.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right.
But yeah, it's pretty cool for all those things. And I like it a lot. It's good. I would never want to do it like full time as like my full time job or whatever.
Yeah.
But in my volunteering capacity, like once a week, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, I like it. But the other day, I'm gonna be careful not to give too much.
Yeah, that's really the.
Then I can get in real trouble. We were dispatched to laceration call. Somebody fell or
cut,
whatever.
Right?
Yeah, I got a cut on their arm.
Sorry.
That's fine. So we walk in. My partner and I walk into the house. We're always paired, two of us together. We get there. We walk in, and it's like an apartment. It's kind of like a community. I'll tell you where it is after this, or maybe I won't. I won't tell you where it is after this.
Yeah. Oh man, if Hippo, you're watching, Hippa, what is it?
My name is Tony Kanan.
Yeah.
Not Jeff.
Anyways,
so it's in like this community thing, like kind of like a condo. All the units are together. You walk through a hallway and there's a bunch of different units, like a community living space type thing.
Mm-hmm.
We knock on the door, open it, say we're EMS, here to help you, or paged here, whatever.
EMS.
Kick down the door. Yeah, done that a time or two.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Yeah.
Not actually. I've never done that actually. Usually the fire department's very eager to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, with the axe straight through.
We walk into this apartment. The place is lined with Joker memorabilia. I'm telling you, the walls are covered with different Joker posters. There's every wall. There's Joker action figures, Joker posters, Joker movie memorabilia. Like,
that is kind of sketchy.
And the worst part is the guy's like not in there. Not in like the living space that we walk into.
Yeah.
So we walk in.
You just hear a laugh.
Yeah, and it's like or whatever.
Oh man.
And it's like, "Hello, sir. Where are you? Like, can we help you? Whatever." Not answering us. So we're stuck alone. It's like I didn't even want to be in there.
Yeah, that's
because
sketchy.
It's the creepiest thing ever. Like I haven't been in many creepier places than that. But eventually we find the guy, take care of him, whatever. But it was sketchy, to say the least.
After you take care of him, you're cleaning up. You look, there's like this closet. You open it, it's just like a shrine with your face in the middle of it.
The door slams shut behind us. The lights go out.
The candles all go out. Oh man, that's too good.
Yeah, so that was creepy. Probably not the worst thing, but it was just creepy. It was weird.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the kind of houses we walk into.
Dude, I can see it because I remember when I was a furniture delivery guy.
Oh, jeez. So you've seen it too.
So but these are people that are just like they have some sort of money and they're not like because they're getting their like couch reupholstered or whatever. And I just remember walking in this one. It was me and my dad and I. Jeez, I'm catching
very
it
nice
perfectly. My dad and I walk in because we did it together on Saturdays, and we walked into this lady's apartment, same type of vibe, and
Joker posters?
No, Batman posters. No, we walk in, dude. You could not see an inch of the floor. Magazines, mail. I bent over because something was on my foot. I think I stepped into something and I was like, "What the heck?" And I picked up like this piece of mail, and it literally was like dated like 3 years old, and just mail. When I say you could not see the carpet, or I don't even know if it was carpet or hardwood because it was
tough.
Everything was everywhere, and this lady's like swimming through this sea of whatever, and she's like, "Oh, it's over here."
Yeah.
So we go and grab it, and we're like, "Dude, we're gonna slip on a magazine, fall down this flight of stairs with this huge dresser in our hands." So I can imagine somebody who's that's
Yeah, messy is one thing, but when it's dirty and messy, it's a whole nother. Like when you can all eat, like when you open the door and all you smell is like cat urine and like crap and whatnot. Those are the worst.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You know, it's good for the community. So, you know, I mean, once again, hero, but I'm not here to toot my own horn or anything.
Yeah, he's a local hero.
Yep.
It's whatever. Oh man, I could have used you a couple years ago.
Is that right?
So, I'm scrolling through Time Hop.
Wow, you still have that, huh?
Yeah,
I should get that again.
Because of gems like this. So I'm scrolling through Time Hop, and I see this tweet and I'm going to read it for you. Okay. And then I'm going to explain exactly what happened, because it's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
So I find this tweet, and it says, was pulling into my driveway, and what appeared to be like a 10-year-old boy was walking alone on the sidewalk. Keep in mind, this is at like midnight.
Yep. Okay. So you're pulling into your driveway, and there's
I'm about to pull in, and there's a little kid, and he's by himself, and I live on like I used to live on a main road, and this kid's just walking, and I'm like, is this kid okay?
Yeah.
So I like pulled past my driveway, and I rolled my window down, and I was like, "You okay, little bro?" This dude looks me straight in my eyes with a deep, deep voice, and he says, "I'm 32."
No. Come on. That didn't happen.
He was a midget, bro.
That didn't happen.
He was a midget, but he didn't look like... I'm dead serious. Oh my gosh, dude. And I remember, as soon as I read this on Time Hop, I could vividly remember my heart just like stopped beating. Yikes. Because he was like a scary, like, looking dude.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't... From behind, no joke, from behind, he looked like a 10-year-old boy. Like, I was like, this kid is lost. He needs help. Like, he just got, like, I don't know, like, he just ran away or something like that. So I'm like, I'm going to help this. I'm going to be a good Samaritan. And I rolled my window down, and no joke, as soon as he looked at me, like, it was kind of dark out, so you couldn't really see. But as soon as I heard his voice, I was like,
uh-oh.
What? Because his voice was like this dude, I'm 32, but like more manly. And I was like, and I didn't even know what to do, bro. I was just like, I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I rolled up my window and I took off.
You should have been like, "Well, are you okay?"
But the funniest thing is, so I tweeted that, and like I said, I was on Time Hop, so I went onto Twitter. And I could see the replies, and everybody was like, "No way, that's like hilarious." And then my roommate tweeted and was like, "Please tell me you like took a circle around the block before you pulled into our driveway."
I know, really.
And I didn't, bro. I didn't. I just turned around. This guy was watching me, drove right up the driveway, and I was like, "That's why I needed you as my local hero, because who knows? This guy knew exactly where I lived, and he was ticked that I called, like, because I called him like little. I either called him like little bro or little guy. So, like, he automatically probably thought that I was, like, trying to, like, roast him. Yeah. Because he was a midget.
But it was just, like, dark out.
No, it was just dark, and I thought he was a little kid.
That is nightmare fuel, is what that is.
Dude,
I would, like, crawl in a hole and bury myself alive, I think.
Oh, man. But, yeah, that's, obviously I'm safe.
Yeah.
But... Who knows? Maybe my roommate still lives there, so maybe
he's plotting to light his house on fire or something. I hope not.
I don't think he could reach, bro. We got him coughing, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you just murdered that guy.
Yeah. Oof. Hopefully he's not listening.
I know that. That's tough. Yo, speaking of Twitter, though, would you do me a favor and pull up that? Remember a few weeks ago, I don't have my phone, I don't have Twitter on my iPad. Can you go back to that tweet from Wendy's we talked about? Remember how,
which one?
The one that you sent me, and I was like, dude, I'm already on top of it. I'll talk about this on the pod, and I forgot to screenshot it or whatever. But a few weeks ago, one of the first couple episodes, we were talking about like fast food Twitter and how totally savage it is. And there was one that had us both totally dying.
I sent it to you in a text message.
No, you sent it on Twitter.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, go to the DMs right there.
Yeah. Slid into your DMs.
Into my what is it? A Finsta? No, that's a fake Instagram.
That's
what is a
Instagram.
fake Twitter?
A
Twitter?
yeah, that one.
A Twitter?
Dude, I don't see it in here.
I don't have a.
How long ago was it?
I mean, it's like a few days ago, I think. Just go to their.
No, I'm pretty
Twitter.
sure I sent you a picture of it. Because it's not in the.
I don't know.
In our history.
You should have gone to their Twitter. You would have found it. But yeah, I don't have a.
No, because it was on
Twitter.
like a. Yeah, Jeff. He goes. He has a burner account.
Burner account. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I was a victim of a cyber attack, cyberbullying scheme not too long ago. So I deleted my Twitter. That's another interesting story, but maybe we'll save that for another day.
I can't find it, bro.
Come on. Was it McDonald's? No, it was Wendy's.
No,
Something about the clown.
yeah. Maybe I sent it to you. Oh, I sent it to you on Facebook, I think.
That doesn't really make sense to me, but I suppose it's possible.
It was like a screenshot, or maybe Instagram. We're checking all the socials right now. I'm kind of too committed to like stop right now.
I know. I wish I had my phone.
Yeah,
on me.
That's tough. Well, yeah, dude, I don't know.
No, I definitely you have it somewhere.
It's somewhere, but I can't find it.
It's gonna drive me nuts.
I know.
Hope
Now
you know
I'm
that.
I'm going crazy now. Yeah, I can't find it.
All right. Well,
Maybe I snapped you.
no, you didn't. Can I see?
Yeah.
You have another story for me? I can find it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull this up. Yeah, let me just tell you while you're looking for this. I just wanted to inform you something. This is something short.
Okay.
So I go to my church the other day to see my mom after work. I was picking something up from her.
She works there, right?
Yeah. So So she works at the church, and after work I was stopping by to grab something from her before I went home, and I had to like use the bathroom so bad. So I like walk. Usually I use like the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
But her office is right near like the kids wing, and like there's nobody there, so I was like, I'll just use the kids bathroom. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I go into the bathroom for whatever reason, bro. There's just like canvas pictures of like minions.
You sent me a snap of that.
I did, and like I was at the urinal. I was like, why is like. If anything, there should be like an animated picture of like a Bible character
Or like
There's
scripture.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, just a freaking picture of a minion, bro. And they're everywhere. Like, there's one over the urinal, there's one, like, by the sink, there's one behind it, like, behind the mirror. There's just a picture of a minion, bro.
I think somebody got a little lazy there. I don't know who's in charge of that, but
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
That's nice.
Did you find it?
No, I can't find it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just
we'll
get it next time.
We'll post about it.
Sure, we could post the story.
Yeah.
So I thought that one was hilarious. It was something about like Wendy's calling McDonald's a clown, which is funny because it's a clown, or mascot's a clown.
Theirs are pretty funny looking through it right now.
Yeah, you should scroll through their pictures.
Yeah.
There's like an emo Wendy in there. Like they
Yeah, I saw
photoshopped it to the black hair and like gauges and a lot of black eyeliner. Yeah, that's you. That's also creepy. That just made me think of. Have you heard about that Winnie the Pooh movie they're making?
Have I heard it, bro? Dude, when I first read that was coming out, first of all I thought it was a joke. Second of all, well, first tell them what it is.
So we'll post the cover to the story, or post.
I don't know, bro.
To have
it would be a super
scary.
weird post.
So
maybe we'll just pop it up on the YouTube right here, if you can remember.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make it. I'm not gonna be able to figure out how to do it. So now we're gonna look stupid. So it's like they're making this spin-off of Winnie the Pooh, except it's gonna be like a horror movie.
And it's like a legit spin-off.
Yeah. The creator of Winnie the Pooh's not doing it, but some psycho is making like this Winnie the Pooh horror movie, and it's like what is it called, like 100
blood and honey.
Blood and honey.
Blood. Blood
The
and
movie
Honey.
is called Blood and Honey.
Where he goes on a murder rampage.
Yeah, and this like the subtitle on the cover is like, "This ain't no bedtime story," and it's like the creepiest thing ever. And you should see this just horrific, totally horrid Winnie the Pooh type looking character with fangs and
Dude.
this piglet and
Dude, what's even scarier about it to me is like it's not like a movie where like these dudes dress up as Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. It's like Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are killing people, like the actual characters, and that just scares the crap out of me, bro.
Winnie the Pooh stock just plummeted. Kids are never gonna watch that. Not watch that series again. I was raised on that too, so
Yeah, me
it's
too,
like
man.
it really hits home.
I
for
had a
me.
Winnie the Pooh teddy. That was my teddy bear when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was a Tigger guy, but yeah, same. We're gonna have to go watch it and like hold each other the entire
Yeah,
time.
yeah. We'll
through it.
watch it. We'll give you a review after.
Mm.
You know. That's good.
Yeah. Where are we at right now? Are we time or?
I have one more thing,
Okay, what do you got?
if you don't mind.
No, I can wait.
I thought about this the other day, and then this kind of reminded me like the murder.
Mm-hmm.
If you know the movie The Purge.
I hate that movie, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know it. So if there was a purge, like in the U.S.
Mhm.
every year, like what would you do?
Well, I feel like I can't say my real answer. So then either I get arrested or everyone thinks I'm a psycho. No, I'm totally kidding. I think I'd steal.
Yeah, but this is my dilemma. This is why
Okay.
I ask. You ready? Because like if it was a like some of the things like let's say stealing,
Yeah.
like it wouldn't be fun to me because it wouldn't be like wrong. That sounds awful, but you know what I mean. Like if I went into the mall and just like stole a bunch of MacBooks, like that's what the purge is for. Like it's not everything is legal. So by doing that, it doesn't even feel like oh man, like where's the excitement in this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess the excitement would be like going out because you're probably gonna get killed or something. But
That's not exciting.
yeah, well, you know what I mean though,
I
like
do
the
get what you mean.
adrenaline
Like,
rush.
it would be crazy.
I don't know.
Well, I think
Would you be like out and about, or would you like barricade your like? Would you prepare for it where you barricade and just kind of like try to stay safe?
on a serious note, I would be barricading
Yeah,
inside
don't know
inside
what
the
I
home,
mean.
probably with family.
I
and
say
just,
that I
you know, load
barricade,
up. Mhm.
but I feel like I'd be out and about.
You probably would, because you have a lot of pent up anger that you need to settle out here.
Josh at Town Fair Tire,
He's
you
not-
better wait for the purge, buddy. It's coming.
Yikes! I don't know if we should keep that or not.
I won't kill you. I
Rough you up a
yeah,
little bit.
we're gonna have our
No, he'll be safe because we're gonna sort this out with our underground fight club.
fight
Town
club.
Fair Town Fair Tire versus Jacob Michael Cody. I'm going to announce it, and it's gonna be on pay per
It's
view.
gonna be on the page. We'll just take it.
Yeah,
We'll do our weigh in a couple months.
yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No, I think I'd barricade though. I don't think I'd go out and about. I could see you going out though.
I think I would. To
I
be
could
honest.
see you like getting like a Tesla Cybertruck and just going
Oh,
absolutely crazy.
dude, I would just think like that kind of stuff. Like I'm not really scared.
Hmm.
Like I wouldn't be dumb. I wouldn't go to like heavily populated areas and like
Oh yeah, no.
where
you'd
people
be
are like going
smart
crazy.
about it.
But like I would be a game to me, you know.
What,
Might be the
but
last
what would
time you see
you be trying to do when you're out and
I
about?
would probably do like okay. Did you ever play Halo 3?
Oh my gosh, that's like my childhood.
Yeah.
That's high school.
Yeah, remember playing Forge?
Yes.
Where you would just like
Yeah.
forge a bunch of stuff and then like sometimes you put a bunch of explosives together
Mhm.
and then you would just like drive the ghost into it and that's what
Yeah,
I would
that
do,
was
bro.
great.
I would just go
That's
to
fair.
like the Woodstock Fairgrounds
Mhm.
and like do a bunch of like crazy stunt stuff because who's gonna stop me?
That would be pretty fun. I could see myself doing
Steal
that.
like a 4-wheeler or dirt bike and just
Mhm.
like shred around.
I feel like I'd steal a
Ding
bunch
dong
of
ditch
stuff.
people.
Ding dong ditch.
Try to scare people.
Then you get shot. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you're probably right. They wouldn't be able to catch me, bro.
They see some you know.
I'd wear the
20
Winnie the Pooh mask.
Oh my
Winnie the
gosh.
Pooh mask.
Yeah,
Just
you'd be done for. Even if you didn't, though, they would just see some, middle-aged white dude walking up to their door on the night of the purge. You'd get annihilated right then and there.
Probably.
Freaking Bubba in Plainfield would light you up.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't. I couldn't do that in the country, bro. Everyone's got guns out here.
Yeah, it's is not a great place for that. Or it is. Depends how you look at it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no. I'd be. I think it'd be laying low. Although I would be super tempted to go steal like everything.
Yeah.
Cars, electronics. I don't know.
Man, that's got to be like just pure chaos.
Yeah, I don't know why those movies kind of scarred me though. Like I didn't like those. Like it's too real because I could see it actually happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It like hits a little bit too close to home for me, so I'm like not really into it at all. Actually, I hate it.
Sorry, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Why'd you bring this up?
It's alright. Off camera, I'll console him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have nightmares.
I think that's good though.
All right, let's wrap it up.
We're right about there.
So please rate, subscribe to the pod. Helps us move up the charts a little bit, get some more listeners,
get some traction.
Yeah, the numbers we've been getting on Anchor. It's how we post the pod.
Anchor.fm.
We've been pretty happy with the numbers, I'd say. So thank you guys for listening. Really appreciate it. And like I said, rate, subscribe, follow on Instagram.
Yeah.
And YouTube. It's How I Met My Brother Pod on everything, and How I Met My Brother Pod at gmail.com. Email us.
Send us some crazy stories. I'd love to dive. If you have if you want advice, we're definitely not the guys to talk to, but but we'd love to give it to you anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope.
It'd be funny.
So, thanks, guys.
All right.
On that note, let's get out of here.
Let's get it.